Here comes the boom.
Ready or not. That's not the wah, people. We've been getting some DMs lately about people wanting to know more about your experience as a South African in America.
The hype things are so
On the
funny.
Jumbotrons.
It'll be like, make noise. And like, you have to have signs that say make noise. It's over.
Don't knock the table over.
It hasn't fallen over once since I put those legs on.
How many more episodes do we have in this here studio before we move into a different house?
That's a good question. I'm looking at my...
He's looking at his calendar that only goes until the month of June.
That stopped at June.
So we don't actually know.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Well, we're going to move in slowly, so we'll probably have a lot of episodes here left.
Well...
I saw that foot go back down.
Well, funny you mention episodes. Episode 21. Remember that statistic that I brought up a while ago? Certain number of podcasts never make it to episode 9. Something like 96% don't make it to 21.
Well, here we are.
Here we are.
How do you feel about our accomplishment?
I'm very proud of ourselves. We've done a good job. We've been 99% consistent.
Yeah, you know, we've had a little oopsies here and there, but it's no big deal.
I'm enjoying the process.
I'm having fun, are you?
Having so much fun. I always tell people, worst case scenario is I get to have a chat with my beautiful wife.
That's so nice, Dave.
And we get to laugh together.
Do you know what's on first thing on the docket today?
No, I've already forgotten. You just told me.
We have Bieber fever over here in the Preston household.
That's my baby.
We're believers.
She's iconic.
Have you always been a believer?
I think deep down I have been. It's funny because I'm looking at an empty box of Calvin Klein underwear that I got on Amazon Prime Day. Bieber's a Calvin Klein model.
He is?
He used to be.
How do you know that?
Because he's just always in the ads.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Are you thinking about David Beckham?
No, Bex, I don't think's ever done Calvin Klein. I'd know that. Anyway, I just think it's weird that I'm looking at a box of Calvin Kleins.
We have not been able to turn off Justin Bieber's new album since it dropped.
It's so, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not overproduced.
Yeah.
I love music like that where obviously you mix and master the audio, you get the instruments sounding crisp and all that, but it's not like there's no effect here and a this here and a that there and an echo. It's just like raw music.
It's Bieber.
And like his voice is the hero of every
Bieber,
track.
baby. I just like... I feel like I'm a 14-year-old girl again daydreaming about Justin Bieber. Like, How can Justin Bieber's voice be so magical? Like,
it's so good.
That's what it is. I have watched this video that Justin Bieber has posted on his Instagram like 1,200 times. And it literally is just a video of his feet. He's sitting on some type of balcony from a hotel room and he's just singing Daisies. And I've watched it 8 million times.
And he's in the caption, he hinted at like singing it live. And I think that just proves he's going to go on a bit of a cheeky tour or something.
Will you take me to a Justin Bieber concert?
Absolutely. I'll take myself. And you can come with.
I've never seen Justin Bieber in concert before. It is like a life
My
dream.
sister's seen him in South Africa. He did the world tour. That was crazy.
Incredible. You know the tickets are going to be astronomical probably.
Right. I know.
If he even goes on a tour, I feel like he's not really about that life anymore.
I know. You know what? Part of me wishes he became an icon like after the age of 21 so that he would just be like because he's had to come through so much as like a young star, as a young icon.
And now he's probably just so over it.
I'm excited for this new era of his career. Hopefully he continues with what he's doing now.
I've even been looking at shirts like that just have Justin Bieber's face printed all over it. I'm now 32 years old and still contemplating buying a Justin Bieber t-shirt to wear, just on a random Wednesday.
Right. My favorite part about the album is like there was all this stuff happening in the lead up to it. Nobody knew there was an album coming, but now that the album's out,
we had suspicions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wasn't really clued up on it too deeply, but the idea of just like now his music speaking for itself.
Yeah.
It's just like I love it. And the album is good. I Go Baby, Daisies. Do love myself a little Devotion.
I like Butterfly.
There's one more with the beat, the drum beat.
Away. That's Dad's Love. Dad's Love.
No, there's another one. I think I can't remember the name.
So we'll have to say that within the next 365 days, whenever the opportunity presents itself, seeing Justin Bieber in concert is going to be on the bucket list.
Justin Bieber in concert, you and I on the list.
Okay.
As well as Fred again as well.
Yes.
Speaking of concerts, I have a request. And yesterday I was going to tell you, but I was so nervous. I was like, okay, I'm going to save it for today's recording.
Nervous?
I need my phone.
Don't ask me to go to a Billy Strings concert because it's going to be no.
No, but you're on the right track.
Oh, gosh.
Would you be willing to drive down to Youngstown? Just over an hour.
Yeah, that's not that far.
Not that far, right? It's kind of weird that they're going there.
There. I guess who it is.
Do you want to guess?
Give me like a hint.
Rock music.
Rock music? The
Rock.
Eagles?
And roll, baby. No.
Journey?
No.
The Doobie Brothers?
No. Wrong. You're going down the wrong road.
Okay. Puddle of Mud?
No, but you're like getting warmer.
Creed? Was it Creed?
No. I think they opened for Creed on another show. That's why that's funny that you said that.
Okay, who's
the interesting thing is I don't actually know who the headline is. There's just one band that I really want to see. So the band that I want to see, I'm gonna say last.
Okay.
An hour drive down to Youngstown.
Is it like a festival?
No, it's just you have four artists.
Okay.
First one, I hope to not offend anybody. I don't know Cami Kehoe. Do you? Seether.
Seether, Lips of an Angel? Is that Seether?
Yeah, pretty
Seether. Seether.
Seether.
Seether.
Seether.
No, wait. Does it have an ER?
Wait, let me finish. Yes, it's
okay,
ER.
okay.
Seether.
Okay.
I'm not saying a different name. It's Seether.
Okay.
Seether, like pizza.
Okay.
Daughtry.
I'm coming home.
I think Daughtry's the main act. I think everybody's...
The place where I belong. You know, I met Daughtry once.
You're kidding.
No, I
on the
interviewed
radio?
him on the morning show. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I think he's probably the main act, but I want to go see P.O.D.
That's what I thought Puddle of Mud was. What's P.O.D?
I've been listening to P.O.D. all week. I feel so alive for the very first time. And boom, here comes the boom.
Ready or not. That's not the wah people.
I'm 99% sure that's Metallica.
No.
I'm gonna...
Down with the Sickness. That's System of a Down, isn't it?
No, I don't think so.
Yes, it is.
Oh, this is bad.
I'm going to look it up right now. Could you even sing one full Puddle of Mud? What is it? P.O.D.?
P.O.D.
I get them confused.
Oh, Down with the Sickness is Disturbed. Wow, we're going to have to cut that out. People like...
What's the difference between Puddle of Mud and P.O.D.?
Puddle of Mud is she hates me. Na na na.
Oh, totally different. Isn't one of them like a Christian band?
P.O.D. is.
Okay, so Puddle of Mud is not the bad guys, but the more she bleeping hates me.
Yeah.
And then Puddle of Mud is no. I get them so confused. What does P.O.D. stand for?
Payable on death. And so they
seems aggressive.
they had a song. Hang on now. Let me look at their albums to see like the timeline. Their first album that like I caught onto was, I mean, my brother honestly got me into it. The Fundamental Elements of Southtown was 1998. That was the first album I heard. Then Satellite was 2001, which is Alive, Boom. Then 2003, and then recently they've had a bunch of other albums come out, but recently they brought out an album called Veritas, so now they're touring again.
Okay.
So a cheeky drive down to Youngstown. It's in October, so we got some time to prep.
October what?
Like I want to say mid-October. I think it was like 14th. But think about it. 19th.
Our wedding anniversary is the 20th. So you're telling me that
Monday,
we're going
October
to celebrate
20th.
our 2-year wedding anniversary by going to a puddle of mud?
P.O.D. Oh my gosh.
You're telling me we're going to spend our second wedding anniversary going to a P.O.D. concert?
Yes. And the problem is if I go with you, you're not going to want to be in the pit, are you?
Oh, absolutely not. That is not happening.
You know what's funny? Can you imagine me sitting through Seether and Daughtry
Yes.
to get to P.O.D.? Actually, P.O.D. should be before them. So I could just watch them and bail. Not to offend. I just don't know the other music that well.
If you can...
But I could rage to every single P.O.D. song.
If you can accurately finish the lyrics to a P.O.D. song, I will be more likely to consider it. No, I'm giving you it.
For the very first time.
Okay.
I don't know the lyrics to any songs.
Every day is a new day.
Every day is a new day. I'm thankful for every breath I take. I won't take it for granted. Won't take it for granted. So I learn from my mistakes.
Okay, you actually got them all right.
So I trust in love. So I trust in love.
No.
You were giving me peace of mind.
That's later, but...
I feel so alive. For the very first time.
We're jamming out over here.
I can't deny you. I feel so alive. Yes, I passed the test.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that was something else.
I know I got one lyric wrong there. It was the love one, I think. Yeah, big P.O.D. fan. And when I realized that they were going to be an hour from me, I was like, how could I not go? You're like,
easily. I mean, very easily you could not go, but
maybe I should drag you along for the content. Because I can just picture you sitting there being like, great.
I feel like I would be in uncharted territory.
Totally
me there.
Uncharted. And I think about it, their big album, Satellite, was 2001. So think about how much older those fans are now.
Yeah. I'll think about it, Dave, but I can't make you any promises.
I knew when I saw it, I was like, the first thing I thought to myself was, how am I going to convince Morgan to either let me go or come with me? Because truthfully, I don't want to go alone.
Yeah.
And we've seen 21 Pilots in the Cleveland basketball stadium, and sitting in the stands, like, it was okay.
No, I'm not going in the pit of any concert ever at 32 years old.
Let me finish. 21 Pilots fan base is pretty young. So like being in the pit, you're going to be with like people 15 years younger than us. But like P.O.D, I think you're going to have a bit more mature audience. Maybe there'll be seats. Nah, I doubt there'll be seats. I'm trying to
rubbing the eyes, nervous. He's nervous. He's rubbing the eyes.
I'm trying to sell it so bad.
I'll think about it, but that's the best that I can do. Okay. You're gonna have to really sweeten the pot on that one because a Justin Bieber concert is not a trade because we both would enjoy
I'll go
that.
to Justin Bieber concert if you come to P.O.D.
No, I said that's not a fair trade because you actually like Justin Bieber's new album.
I know, but I'll have to sit through Baby. Do you think he would play that?
Sit through? Put some respect on Justin Bieber's name.
Yeah, I know. I'll probably be jamming to that too,
exactly.
to be honest.
I'll think about it.
Oh, that is so funny.
Okay, let's move on from that topic.
Yeah, sorry, that was a long opening. But
I feel like I couldn't move on from that topic quick enough. We've been getting some DMs lately about people wanting to know more about your experience as a South African in America. You're going on, in September, it will be 2 years of you living here in America. But it's safe to say that it was a bit of a culture shock for you, right?
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, especially when I first moved here for college. I was in West Virginia.
At that point, you hadn't lived in London yet.
Right. I went to South Africa, West Virginia.
Right.
That was wild.
Then you went back to South Africa, then you went to London, and then you came here, and then we got married.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you remember whenever you first came to America when you were just like, what is this?
I mean, I think my first experiences as a South African in America that blew my mind was things like Walmart. Wal Walmart in its like grandeur. You would like, especially in West Virginia, we would not have anything to do. So we would go to Walmart as our entertainment. We were in Beckley, West Virginia, which is like 66,000 people population, I think, at the time. And I just remember seeing the sheer scale of the building and just being like,
so in South Africa, you don't have anything that's reminiscent of a Walmart?
we do, but it's in South Africa, something like that is you have one in a 100-mile radius.
Yeah.
One building, ours was called Macro. It's like a wholesaler thing where you just have anything from home appliances to yard stuff to, I don't know, everything and anything.
Mm-hmm.
But you would go there, it would be a bit of an I mean, come to think of it, it's kind of like Costco. They would sell food, you would shop, it would be like a whole day affair. But here, there's like 10 of them in every town.
Yeah.
Menards, Walmart, Home Depot, Sam's Club, Costco.
And you love all of, well, maybe not all of them, but
most of them. I just walk in and I don't buy anything. I just walk in.
We went to a Menards for the first time last week, and I could tell David's mind was like trying to compute what was happening.
They had everything. It was like light fixtures. I was counting the light fixtures we needed in our new house, and then we would go downstairs and we were looking at rugs. Then we were looking at full, complete kitchens.
Yeah.
And then we went outside and saw all the landscaping and then the yard stuff and the outdoor patio furniture. And
that's what makes you feel alive as their 35-year-old man.
You know what's so funny? I remember standing in the aisle, looking up at seeing how high the ceiling was. I was like, this is definitely tall enough for a golf simulator.
How did I know that was going to be the thought process? How did I know?
Oh, but I think, that was one of the biggest things, was just how big a everyday store could be. I
mean no offense when I ask this question. I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah.
In South Africa, do they have like Amazon Prime?
No, Amazon South Africa launched, I want to say, less than 2 years ago.
Really?
And it's very city specific. Like, have to be in the hub of Johannesburg, which is the central business district of the biggest city.
Right.
I don't know if we have it in Durban yet, where my family is. Possibly. But Amazon Prime South Africa would probably be like 3-day shipping. Whereas
it's still not terrible.
No, it's not terrible. But it's just like mail and shipping is not the most reliable in South Africa.
Yeah.
The national mail system, the post office, don't even bother.
Really?
It's not great.
Why?
Private couriers and private mail is the way to go. Just because of funding. It's government funded. It's not the most reliable. It's just not the most reliable.
Yeah.
Mail will get lost. I mean, you get your bills, you get your letters and stuff like that. But if I'm sending something from here to my family, I would use a courier service.
What
like
about
DHL or something?
What about your first time experiencing any like American sporting event? Is that really different from being in South Africa?
Oh yeah, definitely. I remember going to our first Browns game, NFL. It was a really sad day because
they're all sad days.
I think it was Cleveland Browns versus
the Atlanta Falcons, wasn't it?
Was it the Falcons?
I think so.
I thought it was the Cardinals.
One of the birds.
One of the birds. And I remember the Browns had one attempted throw into the end zone the entire game.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's just being a Browns fan. That's not like American sports
Final
as a whole.
score was 0-36. I want to say 36-0.
It was bad.
And I just remember it being it was almost like watching a movie where you would have your food. Actually, watching a movie is a bad example because you stay fixated on a movie. It was the stops were like blended into the experience. So you would go get your food during all the breaks.
Right.
You would come back out. You would sit down. There would be always the hype. The hype things are so
On the
funny.
Jumbotrons.
It'll be like make noise, and like you have to have signs that say make noise. I don't need to be told. I'm here watching
At a
my
Browns
team.
game, you might need to be told.
And it's just so ironic. It would be 36-0 and they want me to make noise. It's like, how about score points? Then I'll make noise. The signs to say play better and then we'll make noise.
Right.
I experienced the same thing at the Cavs game. That was epic because we saw LeBron James.
Yeah,
and the Cavs were on fire back then.
Yeah.
They had a good season last year. That was cool, and like the compactness of a basketball stadium I really like. It's super like cauldrony, lots of noise. And that was different because we were winning. It was like, make noise, DJ, play that track. And then you would boogie around or whatever. But the Browns game was quite funny.
Something that you mentioned too, anytime we watch a college sports situation, you're always like, what is happening? Why do you have that reaction?
College sport, because taking first my South African heritage, and then I was born in England but moved to South Africa when I was less than 2 years old. But my dad is British, and I spent 6 years living in England. The sports stadiums in London are, your biggest one is like, okay, Wembley's like 90,000 seats. But my professional football team, soccer team, Fulham, is one of, if not, it is actually the oldest team in London, 150 years. Oh, I'm going to get that wrong. I think it's 150 years plus. And our stadium seats just under 30,000 people. Ohio State's college football stadium seats 110 or something ridiculous.
It is one of the biggest.
It is one of the biggest.
It's in the top 10. I want to say top 5.
But I mean, I was at Boise State the other day when I was there for work, and the stadium was 3 times the size of Fulham's.
Yeah.
A historical professional football club.
Yeah.
So just the scale of these stadiums and the amount of fans that these college teams have blows my mind.
Yeah, college sports, especially football in the United States, is just as big as the NFL.
Right.
Like, kids that play on good teams get just as famous as, full-blown athletes in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like a Joe Burrow or whatever. Like, I feel like Joe Burrow was just as famous when he was in college as he is now. I mean, obviously he's continuing to grow in his career, but it's like, no matter if he was playing at LSU or the Cincinnati Bengals, you said Joe Burrow, you know exactly who it is.
Right.
So that's something that's different.
I even as a college soccer player at an unknown university in an unknown division, I had more professional treatment than I have ever had in my athletic career.
Yeah.
For listeners out there, I'm doing air quotes. We had a team doctor, we had a team physio, we had a coach, an assistant coach, the athletic director. Like, you were treated semi-professionally, and if I was at a bigger school, it would have felt like I was playing professionally.
Yeah.
I think it's just, I always think to myself, it's such a pity that American football is not an international sport, because America would be the undisputed champions of the world.
Right.
Like, if there was a World Cup for American football,
right.
which obviously makes no sense. It's a pity. And I always think if college soccer was on the same scale as college football, America would be such a force at the FIFA World Cup.
And they're not.
Yeah. I mean, fortunately, the US is hosting it next year, so you automatically qualify.
Yeah.
But I have a third team to be cheering for now. I got South Africa, England, and the USA, baby.
What about drive-thrus? What was your experience with drive-thrus? Like, do they have drive-through
food?
Yeah, like a McDonald's or like a bank drive-through.
A bank drive-through never experienced anywhere else in the world besides America. Yeah, England, no. South Africa, no.
Were you confused the first time?
I remember the first time I went through a drive-through ATM, I filmed it on my phone.
You did?
Yeah, I was like, what is happening? I was like, just get out of your car. Like, I don't need to touch screens and do this. But like once you do it, you're like, this is the way forward.
Right, obviously. There's no other way to do it.
I will say there are times here that drive-throughs are so popular and so busy. I personally find it more efficient to go in.
Yeah.
I will order on the app and then just walk in and pick it up.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's times where it is convenient. Like I've just come back from soccer and I'm sweaty, or I just don't want to go in, or I got the dog in the car. And then also the other thing that I haven't factored in is in winter here, you don't ever want to get out of your car.
Yeah, so
like,
true.
To walk 20 yards in snow is not a fun experience. So that is something that I've come to learn.
What about like pharmacies? Did you have drive-through pharmacies?
No, I bet you there probably are. I've just never used one.
Well, it's not super common in London, at least, to have a car.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, in South Africa there probably is something like that, but I would say it's way more common here. And now it's like all I do is that kind of stuff.
We had a time in the Dairy Queen drive-thru.
Oh gosh.
We had a bit of a...
It was a late night sesh.
Was it an accent problem too, kind of?
Yeah, it was a little bit of an accent problem. Because I was driving and you were like, what did you call the thing?
I said I want a twist cone.
I want a twist cone with a crunch cone.
No, I said I want a twist cone with a crunch coat. And everybody listening knows exactly what that is.
I want a twist cone with a crunch coat.
And it's my go-to order. So it's not like this is the first time you've ever heard me say this.
I realized that, but what I heard was, I want a twist cone with the crunch cone. And I was like, you want two different types of cones?
We were at the drive. It was our turn.
Yeah.
And David was like,
how can I help you?
He's like, what? He literally was twisting his head back and forth like, crunch what? And I'm like, coat.
And we got
coat. Like we were going back and forth forever.
So I'm like, hey. So then I said, hey, can I get two twist cones with a crunch cone?
No. yeah. And then I was like, a coat. And then you said the first part in your normal dialect. And then you said, coat.
Yeah, and then I changed my voice. I was like, can I get a twist cone with a crunch coat?
You're doing it wrong. You said the whole entire thing in your normal dialect, so say it.
Can I get a twist?
That's your American.
Can I get a twist cone with a crunch coat, please?
And then but now put your American spin on the word coat, because that's all you did.
Can I get a twist cone with a crunch coat?
Literally.
And she's like, would you like to round up for the Rainbow Foundation? I was like, sure. And she goes, how much? I'm like, $1. Because otherwise I would have said $1. And then we were giggling like little school kids because we still had daisies playing on in the background.
Yeah, it was just, we were in Bieber fever. We had the crunch coat. Took Rusty around the block.
You were having a great time in the truck. Be honest. Summer evening, windows down, Justin Bieber on.
The truck is just not comfortable.
It's super bumpy.
I was just enjoying the fact, I had a pretty bad week, so I was enjoying the fact that you and I were giggle bugs in the truck with ice cream, listening to Justin Bieber with the windows rolled down. So we got home and I'm like, just take a lap, Dave. And you're like, oh, you like Rusty now.
Like the truck.
Yeah.
And then we started playing Bieber and then it shuffled into Sister Bethina.
Which is a whole other thing. I have no idea what this is. It was a hit on Instagram though, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, you put it on your story and all the South Africans were replying, which was absolutely brilliant. Can I just read you some of the...
Sing it. You have to sing it.
Well, I don't want to cuss on here because some of it is like...
It's in... What is it? Is it in Zulu?
It's in Zulu, Xhosa, mostly like Tsotsitaal, which is like... it's like township slang.
Well, you can cuss. It's your own podcast. They're not going to come and get you.
Where did I put it? Hold on. I'm looking at my ChatGPT history here. Translate lyrics to English. Yeah, there you go. Sister Bethina!
Sing it. No, come on, sing it. You have to give it like to the people who don't.
It's over! Say hi, my man. Say hi, my man. Okay, but this is like some of the translation, right? Because you can't directly translate it. You have to like understand the colloquialism of it. But to paint the picture, this is a track, it's been around for like 25, 30 years. This is a track that would play at like the closing hour of the clubs. Or it would play before kickoff at a big game, like a rugby game or a soccer game or something. But it's like, in the meantime, hit a bit, which is just like made up filler words. Hey, Jabu is acting crazy. This guy is drunk. He's being silly. Hey, we said, all right, let's go. Now we're doing it. Sia baby is slang for having sex. With a condom. In the meantime, where are the condoms? This is the place to be. Let's see the condom up high. Let's see the condom up high.
What? You played that before your guys' games?
No, and then it's like, no, not the cheap one from the government. Because everywhere you'd go, you would get like, there'd be free condoms in like restrooms and stuff.
What?
So there you go. There's a little bit of South African culture lesson for you.
When they would play it before games, there was like children there. Nobody cared.
It was just, it was more about the cultural like coming together than it was about the words he was singing. And to be honest, we all grew up like not even knowing what it meant. We just jammed it.
Sing it for me. I want to hear it.
I mean, maybe we can play it because I looked on his Spotify and there's no like record label. I mean, once you hear the intro, it's just...
All right. Sister Bethina. All right.
All right.
In the meantime...
Oh, shit!
It's happening tonight.
It's happening tonight.
Put it closer. David did suggest that this be our intro song. Seriously.
I want to message him and be like, hey, bro, can we use this? But I'm scared he's going to be like, yeah, for a couple grand. There's also just the instrumental version.
Oh, nice. We could use that. Okay, we get it.
Just the instrumental. I love the keys.
I feel like this is like a sample of another song. Like it sounds familiar to me. Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. It's what would you do to get to me? What would you say if anywhere? Would you give up? It's Aaliyah. If at first you don't succeed. Yeah, listen.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it sounds just like it.
You can't play that because then we'll definitely get copyrighted.
No, I don't care. Try
The
it.
YouTube will definitely get struck.
Okay, just pause it. I'm just going to play the intro. That's it.
It's
It's been a long time.
That is the same thing.
It's pretty close.
That is the same
That's pretty
thing.
close.
I knew it from somewhere.
That is pretty close.
Okay, wow. What a wormhole we got down
Yeah.
with that. Oh, okay.
But shout out to Mgarembe. Mgarembe.
Love it. Oof, goodness, that was a good laugh.
Composer Nkosinati Mfeka. Producer Sipo Inyatela. Let's shout them out because they deserve the credit. Absolute number, historical classic. Now you know. Wow, you went on a deep dive to South Africa.
Yeah, we really
right
did.
there.
I liked it. It was good. I feel like our audience needs to know more about your background and your culture, and it's fun.
Absolutely. We're hoping to get out there in February next year. So
Yes.
plenty
Live
of stuff.
pod
Yeah,
from
probably
Durban.
a live pod. Durban, maybe somewhere overlooking a couple elephant or something, something magical.
Okay, let's do the Seriously Word of the Week before we wrap things up. And thankfully this week it's not myself or Dave.
Oh my gosh.
But if you're watching the final season of Squid Game, I think you're going to understand.
Tell me we are not the only ones.
That.
You go ahead.
Okay, so Squid Game is cultural phenomenon, right?
Right.
It's like one of the biggest shows on Netflix. We're in season 3, which is like the final season. Why do you have this massive hit in Squid Game with great acting, great
Like the
storytelling?
Korean staff and crew on that show are unbelievable.
The American VIPs, or we don't really know because they have masks on. Whoever plays the VIPs on Squid Game, why are they so horrible?
Like, do you think it's just because of the switch up from going, because we watch it in the Korean natural language, and then when you hear the contrast of the American English, I don't know if it's just that, but also just I feel like the script of those scenes is so much weaker.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because it's been written in Korean and then just translated to English.
Yeah. Or if they're like purposefully making us dislike them by making them really like
it makes me
shallow and vapid and like cringy. Like they're very cringy.
Right.
And we're just sitting there watching this.
Oh, there goes player 456. Here he goes.
What are we going to do about the baby? I'd rather drink with my footstool than have a drink with you.
And then the drunk guy's like,
said.
Well, that's one of the sexiest things that's came out of your mouth.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Oh, please just let us know if we're not the only ones.
No, we need to know the reasoning behind it. Is it intentional, or did they just want to cut costs at the budget?
Right, which makes no sense because that show has probably made so much money.
Yeah, it really was just confusing to us. We were almost like, this is the scenes with the VIPs in Squid Games feels unwatchable because of how bad the acting is.
Yeah. So that's the Seriously Award of the Week.
So sorry if you're a Squid Game actor listening to this, but like, what is going on with that?
But I think the whole way, they didn't even try and mask the acting.
Yeah.
I just think the whole way it was put together doesn't do the entire show justice.
Yeah.
It like brought the whole season down.
What did you think of the finale of Squid Game? Because it's supposed to be done now, over.
Yeah, I think the final episode was the best episode of the series. I think season 3 was not as, to me, it just wasn't as compelling as season 1 and 2. But I think the final episode was by far the most compelling because there was a lot of surprises. I didn't expect.
No spoilers.
Yeah, true. Sorry, I'll stop there. But
didn't expect some of the things to happen.
Didn't expect the things to happen. But
it's like I liked the way that it ended because I don't know how I want to say this, because I was disappointed with how some of the storylines wrapped up when it comes to certain characters. But on the flip side of it, I liked it because it wasn't like a happily ever after. It was like more realistic than what you would actually want it to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. And some of the characters we might not have liked how it ended, but then there were other characters where it ended really well.
Yeah,
like
true.
It didn't end happily, but it was like the loop was closed. It wasn't predictable. And that's, you know how critical I am when something's predictable.
Yeah.
Because I will verbally say what I think is going to happen all the time.
Yeah.
And with Squid Game, I got it wrong almost every single time.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, this is going to happen. And then it didn't happen.
And now we have to be on the lookout. Is there going to be, it kind of seemed like they were setting it up for a little spinoff.
Yeah, I think the Netflix powers that be are smart people. They will franchise it and it will become
the next, I mean, it already is the next big thing, but.
Yeah, the same way you had Game of Thrones became House of the Dragon.
True.
It might not even be called Squid Game. It could be called something else, but the brand will continue.
That's it. We don't have any more written reviews, but we do have a lot more 5-star, cheeky 5 stars.
Yeah, we've had a lot of
45,
cheeky 5 stars. We really appreciate it. If you're listening on Spotify, you can't leave a written review, but just hit 5 stars and hit follow on there. It helps us out a lot. And then on Apple Podcast, you can hit cheeky 5 stars and leave a written review.
Subscribe to our YouTube as well, because right now we're getting like 100 views on our YouTube videos, which is like the amount of views that I got when I used to like lip sync the Jonas Brothers when I was in 6th grade and upload it to YouTube. So it's like...
I have an old video on my YouTube channel that has like 5,000 views of me going to making a Fulham vlog that I'm very,
exactly which one you're talking
very proud of. No, but seriously, YouTube isn't necessarily a focus for us right now, but it will be eventually.
Yeah.
So please do head over there, subscribe if you want to see our cheeky faces and see me lifting my feet every 5
and rubbing
seconds.
his eyes.
Rubbing my
and playing
eyes.
with his
and-
hair and all of his other
This is
little
a good
nervous
episode to
twitches.
watch, actually, if you did listen to it, because
We were
of
jamming.
us jamming to Sister Bethina. And then last thing is go on Instagram at The Seriously Show. We are
We just
into the
crossed
900s. We are into
Yes.
the 900s.
And we're going to have a party when we have 1,000.
Absolutely, we are. So hopefully in the next week or two, we can get there. Help us out. The Seriously Show.
See ya.
See you next week.
Hey, buddy.
You ready? Your humble man. See humble man. See ya,